Hello and welcome back to Führerreich. I want to get out of this. We need to get out of this. This is a very shitty spot, and one that I am totally to blame for. There's a lot of manpower that we don't necessarily want to lose, and a lot of tanks as well. So we gotta push up north. I think that's probably the closest we can get. We could push south, but I don't think we have the we don't have the strength down here right now to actually do anything, and we'd have to redeploy and everything, and that's a whole mess. I'm going to take this tile and then help this afterwards. We're still fighting down in the Georgian block here. And we should be able to take all this with relative ease, I think. And of course this isn't working, so probably gonna just have to like redeploy these this army up north again. Yeah, this is annoying. I'm gonna I don't actually remove the front line, but they are redeploying a lot, which I don't want them to be doing. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. I think we just need to hold tight. We're not actually gonna get these guys out, I don't think, sorry. Fresh is weak. I'm sort of not in the best shape. Yeah, I doubt we're gonna get these guys out. But we are going to have to try. Let's see, do we have anything we can do here? Probably. Military factory and stuff, yeah, we can't do that yet. We don't have all the political power we need. We might want to do... let's see, service by requirement goes into all adults serve, right? Yeah. We probably don't need to do all adult serve because we haven't really mobilized everything yet. The mobilization stuff sort of affects how fast stuff gets taken from the global pool into the actual manpower. You can see total manpower is 6.25 million, and that's what we're going to mobilize. We're going to mobilize 9% of our core population. Pisses me off that this isn't working, and people said it might be because of the lack of oil, or it might be because of the lack of manpower, but we have manpower and we have air superiority and we have oil, so I don't know why that would be happening. It doesn't really make much sense. Oh shit, no, actually push down south. Keep going. We might be able to push... Yeah, this isn't the ideal way to do it, but we might be able to push like so, and let's see here, hold on. There, and ship in supplies to these guys, so they don't suffer as much attrition. Try to just keep them alive at least. I do realize that we are pushing down south from this way with the medium tanks here, the medium tanks, and we're pushing away from them with the light tanks. I'm aware of that, but I see a much stronger opportunity to actually get moving down here than I do up here, because we're going to be moving into these guys who are pretty much, they're pretty armed to the teeth, and these guys, it seems more spread out and weaker. Like, you've got fully organized divisions up here, and all these guys are very, low, except for these guys, maybe. And then we have a bunch of stuff here that's sort of getting pinned, I think. Let's halt this. No more assault, and no more assault. These guys, let's see. Front line got messed up. What's going on over in Finland? Everything seems to be going okay. Not great, not terrible. Nothing much happening here. So we are pushing in. Those guys are going to get completely destroyed. The enemy just is completely out of manpower or guns or both. Yeah, no manpower, no... well, they have manpower, but everyone else doesn't. Our problem is just oil. They keep moving people into this gap here, which is annoying. I'm actually going to move up north instead then. Since they're moving motorized down there. And we can potentially meet up with the tanks here. I'm going to have these guys hold. On this tile. At least for a little bit. Yeah, they keep fucking retreating over there, that's annoying. Sometimes, well, a lot of the time, Hydra 4 gets really cluttered with the various front lines and whatnot. What the fuck has happened here? With 23 divisions standing on one tile. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, this is some actual, like, real-life historical German invasion stuff right now. Let's see. There, get the front line sorted out. Take it slow. Keep it paused for a little bit, and make sure to micromanage all the stuff that needs to be micromanaged. Not everything needs to be. Honestly, don't even use the tank there. This is the 7th Army, and this is the Panzer Group. The Panzer Group does not need to be spread out like that anymore. Panzer Group should be focused at the moment. Should be singularly focused on reaching the Baku oil fields. Alright, come on. Get the ball rolling here, please. They just got so many divisions that are just moving to pin and reinforce and stuff, which is making this war very tough. I mean, it was a war with Russia. I was prepared for it to be tough, but still, they've like they're basically using, I suppose, Soviet deep battle tactics, like the AI. Yeah, straight up, they're just like getting us stuck. Oh, these guys are gonna die now. Getting us stuck in the shit and making it so that we pretty much are unable to like we don't necessarily lose if we stand still, but we can't win is the problem. We need to stop this because they're trying to encircle us, and we're currently at the mercy of the AI, who is trying to save us here, which is never a good place to be in. Alright, let's ramp up production again. We need light tanks again. So where are you? Oh, he's over there. That's fine. Could probably take that tile. Let's see. Yeah, let's ramp up light tank production again. Let's have... Could probably do with 4 for now, honestly. Actually, let's do it like this. Let's get us up back to 8, but let's do it slowly, so that we can actually get our manpower in the field as well, and reinforce existing divisions. Why is... That's the... Yeah, this is the Nordic theater. That actually isn't right. Let's make these guys an army group. So we can get... Oh, never mind. That's meant to be in the Nordic. So they can get some bonuses. Are there any symbols we aren't using? Yeah, this one. So we got Harris Grip in north, east, south, and... Well, actually, this is south, but these guys aren't... Huh. Interesting. Well, yeah, we should actually have these guys in the southern one then, right? Surely, there we go. That's 5, and he can have 5, that's good. Let's actually go over all of our generals and make sure that they have traits, because we've got 42 command power. Does he need this? He does not. So what can get here? Infantry expert. I think we're gonna go with that one because that's actually something we might need here. Guderian can get nothing we might need at the moment. Theoretically, entrenchment expert is actually good on panzer leaders and stuff. I'm gonna give him panzer expert, I think. Yeah. It's actually good on panzer leaders and stuff, theoretically, because they can quickly move to a place and then entrench themselves fast and hold it. Okay, hold this now, because it's not actually getting anywhere. We're fighting across a river, and that's, of course, tough. That's a tough sell. Let's halt this entire assault here. The reason for that being that the AI is currently not doing anything that's really productive. We're just losing men, and the enemy is going to be losing eventually anyways, because they are basically out of guns and manpower and all that. So we don't necessarily have any rush in trying to fight all these guys. We just need to rush down very specific places like victory points like this and the Baku oil fields. Because these guys, I think, are going to capitulate once we take maybe Van and Yerevan. Yeah, probably. So we just need to wait until we can get that sorted out. Anything new here? Not necessarily anything we might need at the moment. We'll save the PP. That's political power. God damn. Let's help out there. Yeah, we have one tank moving into that tile. That's not necessarily the greatest... Yeah, that's not necessarily the greatest position to be in. And he's also... Wait, where did he go? Oh, he went up there. How? What? Oh, they're retreating, of course. That's fine. So long as they don't get encircled, I'm cool with it. Let's see. So how? Yeah, we need this southern strategy here for any hopes of defeating the Russians, I think. Sadly, we couldn't do the accelerated southern strategy that I had in mind because of whatever is causing this not to work. Surely it can't be air detection that's the problem. I mean, it doesn't give us any sort of like warning sign telling us we don't have, or that we're lacking anything, right? Yeah, there really isn't anything that's telling us, you know, you need X or Y. Oh, that's annoying. I'll pin these guys so we can actually fight these guys without getting interrupted. Let's make the front line a bit more narrow. Never mind. Apparently we won't. Oh no, there we go. Game just lagged a little bit. Let's see, so we got the new light tank, which we'll start making. And now I want to focus on stuff that's actually going to improve our general infantry, so I'm going to go with support equipment if I can. Nothing we can go with there yet. Okay, then artillery. Nope, nothing there. Let's go. Honestly, we have everything we need there. In that case... Yeah, we have encryption as well. Let's go with air doctrine, I suppose. Spend that air experience. We are starting to win the air war, I think. Even though we lost the encircled troops there, I'm keeping the transport planes on a support role here because I believe that we're going to need them due to the lack of any infrastructure up here. Like if you look at the attrition we're facing up in Finland and all that, because it's December. I have to create a front line first, what? Oh yeah, shit, I gotta do one of these. Let's try to push down Murmansk. That's a strange, actually, I know, I understand why they're executing the plan in that manner. Okay, never mind, they are actually executing it in the manner that I wanted them to. I was just confused by the way the arrow was drawn. Alright, here we go. This terrain, of course, is hell to fight through. Mountains and mountains, nothing more. Would have been cool if we could use our parachutes, or paratroopers, but we really can't. We do not have the range. We don't have any heavy fighters, right? No, we do not. Wait, do the enemy have, Oh, they've got planes up here. Let's see, where could we bomb then instead? Let's, strat bomb some more. Actually, no, we're gonna use a lot of oil if we do that. Let's not do that. We have, like, almost 400 stat bombers in our supply here. We're gonna wait to employ them until we've got the oil, but once we do have the oil, we're going to employ them in bombing, basically, the shit out of Moscow, or this area. With the intent of that basically tearing down the Soviet industry and tearing down their infrastructure so they can't rebuild into industry and stuff, and or tearing down the infrastructure and then the industry so they can't rebuild the infrastructure. That's going to give them supply problems, and also we're going to be able to outproduce them. That's my intent. And also, of course, nuclear bombs. Always good. Will I dare to do that? No, I will not. I will not dare to swap the MP44 with 43 or whatever, oh sorry, 38, over towards the MP43 because that's going to reduce the production efficiency there, and that's going to lead to even worse shortages. We have intense gun shortages right now. Oh my god. Thought for sure this was going to fall a bit faster. Then again, that's Germany in basically every war, except for, I guess, France, Norway, and Denmark. And Poland, I suppose. Well, Poland fell... Poland fought well, and so did Norway, I suppose. And so did France, I suppose, but it did fall rather fast. Alright, what do we do here? How do I change up my strategy to actually... wonder if we should just... Let's see, hold? Hold all. Allow the enemy to attack us, but... move the tanks down towards Yerevan and then focus on Yerevan, I suppose. Well, that's a heavy-ass British tank. I think it might be a medium. But yeah, we're going to focus on Yerevan then, I suppose, and not focus on anything else. With the intent being just to get the capitulation. Did not even notice that this was called Ganja. Alright, there we go. Attack and keep on attacking. That was my attempt, but it seems to be working, apparently. There we go. My intent here was to try to pin them. I'm hesitant to insert these troops because I don't know if I trust the supply situation. Let's try it though. Yeah, this isn't going to go anywhere at the moment. The enemy has, I believe, they might have recovered either manpower or guns or something, because their strength is going up. Or we just, you know, relented, which means they've been given breathing room. Oh, what? That's good. Wait, why can't I actually control these guys? Apparently, oh, okay, never mind. We can. Wait, why? Yeah, why can't I control these guys? Or like, why can't I move them there, but I can move them to retreat? Possibly because they were getting attacked, I guess. Even though I was basically sure the Dutch would take the brunt of that because they had the most divisions. I guess we'll take the airport again. Yeah, we are taking the airport. There's a lot of just like trading territory back and forth here. I am pretty dead certain that the only way we're going to actually see any sort of strategic gain here is if we or strategic like, well, anything, is if we take the south of Russia here, the like the Donau area or whatever it's called. No, not Donau, sorry. Kuban area, is it, or is that this area? I think it's this. Doesn't have a name here, but oh, there we go, Kuban region, yeah. Donau is like that's here. That's in the Baltics. Or sorry, Balkans. My brain has stopped working from all the drinking. I'm sorry. Hold. Not working. Leave this. Don't keep trying on this. We need another strategy for that. Wondering what that strategy is going to be. We can't, yeah, we can't ask for this because this is claimed by Turkey or the Ottomans. So, because I was thinking we could ask for territory and then use that territory to build airports or airfields. We might actually be able to take this area here if we just invade these guys. Invade the Kurds, take Kurdistan, and then we can use that airfield. I read airplanes and I wanted to say airfield, and paradrop onto Baku. Theoretically. Then once we've taken Baku, we can, in theory, I suppose, that's actually going to be hard because of the supply situation. We might want to paradrop even closer, but the idea is going to be, once we've taken Baku and all that, we can start to encircle the enemy by basically just capturing their capitals, or sorry, surrounding their capitals. Which is a gamey strategy that apparently works. It's not going to work here though, because the enemy have troops right next to the capital. Alright, let's try this. Fucking mountains, dude. The idea still is just to wear them down, to actually fight them, because if we don't if we don't actually apply any pressure, they're going to, you know, reorganize, regroup, as we saw, get their organization and their strength back, which is going to be the death of us. If we can actually just like break through here and take Tbilisi, we might be able to rush our tanks towards their rear in Baku. If we can just, like, yeah, knock out some of the nations, get them to capitulate, that's going to be a great boon. Let's see, establish the Winterhilfswerk, I think. Or Helfs. It's like Hilfe or whatever, it's like help. Winters are cold and hard in Germany, especially for the poor or homeless Germans, so we must provide for our populace by providing blankets, shelter, and food for the German people. That's cool, I like that, but it only gives us 50 political power, which is not something we need. So I'm gonna leave that. So we're gonna go with the only one we can go with, which is the state-owned Thule Schutztruppe Bureau, and that's going to give us armor, research speed, production cost, extra on all tanks and motorized. That's probably fine. Oh shit, no, we should actually go with the paratrooper stuff, because we are doing a lot of power drop nonsense. Yeah, get that done. And get more military factories. We need those guns. Yeah, we're gonna get those like higher quality tanks and whatnot, in not too long. I think it's a national idea or spirit or whatever it's called, which does apply, I believe, even to already researched tank designs. So it does get applied to the new light tank design that we researched. We do have plenty of stuff in stockpile, so I'm actually just gonna swap over to the new light tank design. It's one division in the mountains that's causing us all this grief. I mean, it's not unusual. Fighting in the mountains is generally just god-awful. Hold this now. We're losing the occasional division, I'm guessing to like AI nonsense where they attack and then retreat and then get overrun, which is a thing that can happen. Imagine if we actually managed to get an encirclement up here. That would be fucking amazing. Like if we can push in through here and then encircle up there. Might want to just like redeploy the tanks over there and use them there, because we aren't really using these tanks at the moment. So if we, for example, set them up to cut this stuff in half. I don't want to cut it in half too wide though, so I'm going to start up here, cut this in half, and then we're going to try to rush up the north side here, try to take every single port, which is going to cause an encirclement. Ideally speaking, though, of course. Tanks still fighting, still nothing really happening there. just to get the air superiority stuff and the close air support bonus. Can we get... Oh, shit, we actually do have Fortress Buster. I'm an idiot. Siege Artillery, go. There we go. I should have been doing that earlier, I didn't even fucking notice. Now we're also getting... Yeah, these guys were trying to pin us, but I pinned them, basically. Or they were trying to, sorry, rush in, and I pinned them. Kind of a gamey strategy, but it works. Now, hold, do not go for Tbilisi yet. Hold there. Get your strength up, and then go for Tbilisi afterwards. They're gonna redeploy a bunch of troops to try to protect that now. Which is why we gotta, you know, actually use this initiative that we gained in other parts of the line. I'm actually surprised this is actually working with, you know, the lack of supplies that we're, you know, that I predicted we would have. But apparently, yeah, they've got a bunch of ports here, which is, I guess, what's, you know, providing a lifeline. Because I'm not imagining this is the greatest of infrastructure. It's got 4, not the worst. You actually got 5 over there. Yeah, those ports are probably doing work. We are coming into like a lot of capital zones, and those tend to have a lot of good infrastructure. Oh yeah, dude, Azerbaijan is going to be a dream to fight through. Okay. Focus on Tbilisi right now. While our boys in blue here are keeping the enemies on their toes on the west here. We are actually in a position now where we can't push directly towards Soviet territory. I want to do that. I want to get through these mountains as soon as possible, because the Soviets are going to need to send troops down south to actually respond to all this. So yeah, I want to... Actually, yeah, we don't even need this war anymore. But yeah, I want to, you know, get that, all that stuff, like, actually going as soon as possible. Do we want to use these guys? So, do we see any, like, obvious chances for an encirclement? Not really. Possibly up here, but there aren't any airports. Yeah, we're going a bit long on this episode because we didn't see a lot of progress and I want to actually get something done. God, I can't wait for that, that nuclear reactor and all that, all those bombs. Nuclear bombs are actually, like, absurdly good in a tactical, or when applied tactically in, choke point areas, like here, for example. I used them to great effect in the Norway campaign when we were fighting through the Belgian and Dutch lowlands. Which is, you know, the Dutch, or the Netherlands especially, are just hell to fight through. Oh, nice. Take all. Okay, we gotta wait, actually. Oh yeah, we gotta actually, like, give the, gotta give the Turks Armenia. Of course. But we're gonna take Georgia. And we're gonna take... Oh shit, we can't take Azerbaijan yet, but... Give it time. Okay, there the Soviets are. Time to run up to the border, get our troops on. Up there, on the line, as soon as possible. What happened to our war against Azerbaijan, though? Oh, shit. Truce? How long? 1944, June. We can wait until then. That's annoying, though. That is deeply, deeply annoying. Well, we are seeing some progress in Finland. We might wanna, or we might be able to actually cause a, slight encirclement here. If we mass the tanks over here and just attack these guys, we can encircle these 4, potentially. Yeah, there we go. And pin these guys. Keep them from leaving. Right, well, we went way over time this episode, so I'm gonna say thank you all so much for watching. This episode might have released a bit late. If so, I'm sorry. I've been somewhat under the weather from, you know, the constant stress of having too much fun here in a new city. So, again, thank you so much for watching. If you're interested, you can find me on social media and stuff. You can find all that stuff in the description down below, as always. Patreon, Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. Which is where, you know, people who make flags, who have discussion and have, you know, generally like, I don't know, they're very, like, conducive to a friendly environment most of the time, and it's a very, like, open and good place to hang out. So, like, that's where you, if you want to hang out and talk about history or talk about this stuff or just anything, thoroughly recommend you check out the Discord. Link is in the description. And that is about it. Again, thank you so much for watching. Apologies for my tactical and strategic blunders in Russia, but then again, no great general has ever marched into Russia and come out whole in history. So, well, generally speaking, I'm sure there are examples, but yeah. So, again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.